Everyone, please place your bets.
Dad, are you crazy?
Open it.
Three sixes. 18 points. Triple.
A triple. It really is a triple.
A triple. It really is a triple. It really is a triple. We're rich.
It's a triple, Dad.
We're rich.
The film.
I didn't expect Mr. Liu to be such a master. Just by listening, he can tell the dice roll. However, this full 1.5 million cannot cover the gambling debts young Master Liu owes our casino.
Fine. Let's stop beating around the bush. Arrange a gambling table, and I will gamble with you. To see if all gambling is rigged. I will prove it to everyone.
Then we shall wait and see. The strongest card manipulator in the entire casino is me. Old man, I'd like to see how capable you really are. Mr. Liu, how do you want to play?
Then let's play something everyone can understand. 3-card poker.
Okay. Mr. Liu, do you want to check the cards?
No need. Whether it's card marking or controlling the deck, use whatever other methods you like. I don't care.
Mr. Liu still has plenty of guts. I hope you can remain that arrogant. Just based on what you just said. Tonight, I will make you lose everything.
Weren't you detained by them? How are you here?
They said you owe the casino 3 million
Liu, the fiancé of Liu Wenji.
and made me work here to pay it back.
Manager Huang, I said this debt I will repay. Why are you treating her like this?
Young Master Liu, I merely kept your fiancée working here to pay off the debt, that's all. I didn't make her sell herself. Haven't I been good enough to her?
You!
Mr. Liu,
The film
I'll be
was
the dealer.
translated and
You go first.
narrated by M Media.
Controlling the cards on the very first hand, dealing me a straight flush, trying to give me a taste of success, playing the long game to catch a big fish. Your methods are truly too crude. Blind bet 100,000.
Is he crazy? Blind bet 100,000. This 100,000. Zhao Qian. Although we have 1.5 million, but playing like this, we won't last many hands.
Yes, Dad. We just won back over 1 million. If you play like this, we'll instantly.
Just watch quietly from the side. Unless I speak, nobody should talk or do anything. Call or fold.
Giving up right at the start. Wouldn't that make everyone look down on me? I call your 100,000.
And blind bet another 100,000.
Mr. Liu, that's not how you play cards.
Gambling, to put it plainly, is just about winning and losing, as long as you can win. Any way of playing is fine. What do you say?
I fold.
See, didn't I win? I didn't even reveal my cards. Next hand.
Deal the cards, deal the cards. Well, have you checked your cards? Mr. Liu.
What terrible cards I'm folding.
Dad, such good cards. Why did you fold?
You are a bit restless. It's written all over your face. Now I understand how you lost so much money.
The film was translated and
Mr. Liu,
narrated by
I really like those
Media.
few words you said. Gambling is about ruin. Card playing skill is secondary.
Then the informant you placed next to me is also secondary.
What is Mr. Liu saying? I don't understand.
You are quite cautious, though. Earlier, you knew I could hear the dice, so you used a two-pronged approach. Both controlling the cards to ensure the outcome, and placing someone next to me, planting an informant, to prevent me from cheating. This whole setup, for dealing with ordinary, small fry is fine. But for me, you will only make more mistakes.
Mr. Liu, have you been watching too many movies? I won't be motivated by.
Anyway, I gave you a chance. Whether you take it or not is up to you. Deal the cards.
This person is not right. We can't drag this out. We must finish quickly. One hand to finish him off. I'll deal him 3 kings. Once he sees the cards, he will definitely be unable to resist betting big. But no matter how much he bets, he will lose to my 3 aces. Mr. Liu, please speak.
Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. It's meaningless. This hand, I want to play for high stakes.
How does Mr. Liu want to play?
I will use all my chips to bet on whether you are cheating.
Dad, what are you doing?
Unbelievable. What nonsense is he talking about?
How can you prove I cheated?
Just now, you used sleight of hand and dealt me 3 kings. And what you kept in your hand is the only hand on the table that can beat my maximum 3 of a kind. 3 aces. I won't look at the cards, nor will I bet on the hand value. I will only bet on whether you cheated. I'm now using my entire net worth to bet on the reputation of your casino. How about that? Do you dare?
What are you? How dare you bet on our casino's reputation?
Manager Juan just now talked to Big Game, saying that this casino cannot possibly cheat. Then I will use 1.5 million to bet on a single, undeniable fact you stated. This kind of risk-free, huge profit opportunity, you shouldn't refuse, right?
Running a casino and daring to cheat to win money? I think you don't want to stay in business anymore.
This casino definitely plays favorites. Exactly.
Reveal cards. Otherwise, it proves your casino has a guilty conscience. Then return the money you won from us these past few days. Don't you agree?
Correct.
Correct.
Reveal cards.
Reveal cards.
Manager Huang, please reveal the cards.
It really is 3 kings. This hand is definitely suspicious. Indeed, it's 3 kings. Reveal cards. If your whole cards are 3 aces, it proves that everything Zhao Qian said is correct, and your casino is cheating.
With so many people watching here, if you still deny it, this casino should shut down. Reveal cards.
Reveal cards.
Reveal cards.
The first card is an ace. It's an ace. The second ace. Reveal cards.
Reveal cards. There's no need anymore. I've heard since childhood that the king of gamblers back then had techniques unmatched by anyone, and his eyesight was superior to all others. I didn't believe it originally, but seeing it today, you truly have great skill.
How could this be? It's not 3 aces after all.
Did I bet incorrectly?
Changing cards with bare hands. A good technique. Much better than this manager Juan.
What are you doing?
The
Zhao
film was
Yu.
translated
Aren't you
and
Wenji's
narrated
Fianchi?
by M Media.
Why are you with this curly-haired villain? You are right. This person is indeed Liu, the king of gamblers from back then.
What do you two actually want?
To persuade you to come out of retirement. I put in a lot of effort. Even having to use my charm.
What exactly are you talking about?
Li Wenji, don't be naive. If it wasn't to confirm your father's identity, do you think I would have accepted your proposal?
I don't know you. Why did you drag my son into gambling?
We had no choice. Who would have thought that the king of gamblers from back then would completely disappear without a trace? Not only did his appearance and demeanor change, he even stopped gambling entirely. You hid yourself too well. Only by dragging your foolish son into this. Could we force you to expose your skills again, so we could confirm your identity?
Fine, I'm here. Spit it out.
My boss holds you in high regard and really wants to meet with you. However, before the meeting, you must first play a few hands with the person I arranged.
Play. Gambling is gambling. It's a vortex that, once you step in, you can never leave. For me, this has never been entertainment. In that case, deliver a message to your boss from me. Tell him to go home and get lost.
So you mean, Mr. Liu, regarding the death of Mrs. Lin Wu back then, we're interested anymore?
Lee Shinu, an Australian police officer.
Director, this is my son. Wipe that silly look off your face.
I apologize.
I'm old.
Director of the Welfare Institute.
This much cash. I really can't carry it all. So I had to ask Shinu for help. Please don't mind. Shinu, just like you, also grew up in the Welfare Institute.
Please don't talk like that, Director. I might be being watched. I still have to trouble you to deposit this cash into the bank. Please don't mind.
Lu Qian! You donated so much to the Welfare Institute back then. It's nothing for this old woman to help out. What's wrong with that?
Dad. So, you and Mommy, all that money you won back then. Also, it was all.
Take back. Well, director, I'll be going now.
Zhao Qian. I heard. That's soon. You're heading to Australia, is that right?
Yes,
Xin Yu also just got accepted into a university in Australia. She has no one to rely on. Going that far alone. I really worry about her. You see?
I understand. It's right on the way. I'll take her with me. Then I'm off now.
All right.
Let's go.
Xin Yu. Xiaoquan, did he commit a crime? You made me deceive him. Help with his favor? Was it just so I could watch him?
Director, the one we need to watch is not him, but the person he is going to face. We need his help, and more importantly, we must ensure his personal safety.
I shouldn't interfere. With your work matters. I just hope that all of you stay safe and sound.
Director, please rest assured, his life is much more important than mine.
Silly child. All of your lives are important. All right. I'll go check on them. Children, have a seat.
Captain, I have successfully made contact with him. I will use the identity of a university student. In a few days, I will go with him to Australia.
Good, remember this. You must ensure his safety. I will coordinate with the Australian police. If there is anything you need support with, feel free to speak up. These lunatics from the Royal Gambler's Den are becoming increasingly rampant now. We must rely on him to expose the mastermind behind the scenes.
Yes, I guarantee the mission will be completed.
Australian Airport.
Right? Which university are you attending? I'll take you.
There are still a few days until school starts. Uncle Liu, why don't you take me to have some fun for a while?
All right, then let's go drop off the luggage first.
Australian Casino.
Hello. I'd like to exchange 30 million chips.
Okay.
Uncle Liu, didn't you say we were just going to play casually? Why are you exchanging so many chips?
For that, you'll have to ask the Royal Gambler's Den. They told me to exchange 30 million chips here, and then use the Royal Gambler's Den black card, and someone would come to meet me. Let's stop playing games with each other. You must be a police officer, right? The righteousness within you, I can see at a glance. You came specifically to protect me, didn't you?
You still managed to figure it out. Tell me, what do you plan to do now? The people from the Royal Gambler's Den are all reckless lunatics.
We will handle whatever comes our way. Since you know my identity, then you shouldn't be asking me what to do. You should be asking how to win.
Welcome, Mr. Liu. I will take you to meet Miss Lei. Please follow me.
Okay. This is my niece. Is it alright if she comes along?
Of course, no problem. A guest is a guest. Furthermore, two guests have already arrived. These two guests, I believe you must know them.
Dad,
Zhao Qian.
What are you two doing here?
we just entered the casino and were brought in immediately. Dad, this matter we absolutely cannot let you handle alone.
That's right, Zhao Wu is my younger sister, and she is Zhao Ji's mother. Regarding what happened back then, do you think we can stand idly by? We cannot.
Stop this nonsense. Your presence here will only make things more difficult.
Why did she come too?
About that. I'll explain it to you later.
The film was translated and
Long time no
narrated by
see.
New media.
Mr. Liu. You look well.
Li Yu. You.
What are you doing?
Isn't this my silly, foolish fiance? Why did you come this time? To cause trouble for your father? If you all wish to observe the match, I am most welcome. But please, do not disrupt the game. Otherwise,
Alright, enough nonsense. How do we play?
Mr. Liu. We meet again. Last time we played blackjack, I lost to you. Of course, I want to win it back.
Isn't this the loser? You're a royal gambler's den. Is this all you've got?
Last time was your game. This time, we play mine.
I'm all ears.
You also know our Royal Gambler's Den's rules. Playing with cheats like you. We go straight to playing with our lives.
Speak. How do we play?
Gambling, cheating, relies on a clear mind. But a person's mind is just so wonderful. When a certain part of his body is in great pain, there's no way to think calmly.
Then stop beating around the bush. Just say it, okay?
They say the 10 fingers are connected to the heart. How painful do you think it would be if this hammer goes down?
You guys are really crazy.
Let me tell you about the game rules. The two of us have a 30 million stake. For every 3 million lost, choose a finger and smash it hard with a hammer until the opponent is wiped out or faints from the pain.
Are you sure you want to play like this?
You, the blue rose 1,000 hands, always gamble hands and feet at every turn. This is just a fracture. It won't cripple me. What's wrong? Can't take it? I don't care. The one who wants to know the truth back then isn't me. Not playing. You can leave.
I'll play with you.
That's right. King of gamblers should look like a king of gamblers, willing to do anything for gambling. We're going to enjoy the pleasure of that moment.
I'm not like you. I'm doing it for the truth. Don't lump me in with you.
Self-deception. For money, for blood feud. For pleasure. What's the difference? Isn't it all the same gambling?
I'll let you know.
good. Then, I will be in charge of this game.
Wait a minute. This gambling game can't be dealt by you. I'm afraid you and him will collude to cheat.
No problem. Then please do the honors. The rules just now have been stated very clearly. As for the ante, the two of you can decide for yourselves.
How about 1 million?
Good. You truly are the king of gamblers I admire. 1 million it is. Deal the cards.
Sorry.
Actually, I can see through all your whole cards. Your card counting is useless. You just wait for your 10 fingers to be ruined.
This psychological offensive of yours might scare ordinary novices, that's fine. But for me, it's a waste of effort. I bet 1 million blind.
You have already lost. Do you want to see my first hand? I can show you my cards now. I just want to tell you, I never lie. I have a pair of queens, and you have a 3, 4, and 6. A worthless hand. How about that? I already told you. I can see clearly all of your whole cards.
I don't believe it. Again. I'll still bet 1 million blind. Can you see through my cards, this time?
Of course. I have the 8, 9, 10 of hearts straight flush.
The film
And
was
you
translated and
have a pair of
narrated
kings.
by M Media.
Another 1 million. King of gamblers. If you lose another million, you will lose one of your little fingers.
Something is wrong. My hand is covering the cards. He shouldn't be able to see the suit on the back. What method exactly is he using to know my whole cards? Continue.
Relax, don't be nervous. The game has just begun.
So he relies on listening. But how does he do it? Cards are different from dice. He can actually hear the difference. I see. Acoustically, there are indeed subtle differences. These cards, from the start, were tampered with.
The arrogant king of gamblers must look at his cards now. No need. I already looked for you. Your hand is 3 of a kind: jacks, queens, kings. A straight.
The numbers and suits on the cards were mixed with some very tiny particles. If you don't feel carefully, you won't notice them. These things truly make the sound of every card different. As long as one has good hearing, plus a little training, it is indeed very easy to distinguish the card face.
This hand, you are different. I'll bet blind. Are you calling or not?
Since I've looked at my cards, I'll call you 2 million.
Are you sure you want to call? King of gamblers, if you lose this hand, you will lose one of your fingers.
The outcome of this hand doesn't matter. Anyway, I have already seen through your trick. Even if I lose this finger, I accept it.
Fine. Consider this hand good luck for you. You guessed correctly.
Bastard. He actually tried to bluff.
He just wanted to trick your dad into folding. And then lose a finger.
Now he 100% knows my whole cards. But for me to know his cards, I still need at least about 10 hands. Only then can I discern the pattern. The disadvantage is too great. Moreover, the intense pain might cause me to have tinnitus or slow thinking. I cannot fall into his trap.
Being indecisive. This is unlike your style. King of gamblers. That kind of unstoppable momentum you had last time.
You will see it. Don't rush.
Before a person suffers a loss, their mouth is always tough. I see you are missing a finger. What will you use to argue with me then? Deal the cards. Are you crazy?
I suddenly feel that the atmosphere is a bit tense. I'll put on a song to listen to. Are you alright?
Okay.
Why do you look so awful? Can't you see through my cards now? This time, I bet 1 million blind. You said you could see through my cards. Then this 1 million should be easily obtainable.
It doesn't matter. I call.
I'll bet another 1 million blind.
Can't he see through all the cards? Why this time? Does he have to look at his cards?
Are you stupid? How could he possibly see through all the cards? He must have used some kind of despicable cheating method. Only then could he clearly see the pattern on your father's underpants, not the value of the whole card. Interesting. The feeling of my heart racing is back again. Indeed, gambling with you is interesting. I call your 2 million. Regardless of whether you lose this hand or I lose, 3 million will be lost. And a finger will be lost. Regardless of who wins or loses this hand, let's leave it to fate. Excuse me. I also have a pair of 1 second, but mine is bigger than yours.
It seems luck temporarily is not on my side.
I can't wait. I really hope to see him screaming and squawking. Do you want me to help you? Go ahead.
No way. I must act now.
No need.
The dignified king of gamblers only has this much skill. Before it even started, you already admitted defeat. You truly disappoint me.
What I mean is, I'll do it myself.
I don't believe you have the courage for this.
Just now you asked me, since we are both gambling, what is the difference between you and me? I will tell you now. Bring an ice bucket. The way you play is nothing more than seeking thrills and tormenting people for fun. As for me, it is for the blood feud from back then. It is to use gambling against gambling. As long as I can catch the murderer from back then, I'll bet my life on it. It's only 3 million. It's only just begun. Again.
Mr. Liu, you are the first person who, in our Royal Gambler's Den, plays like this. Without flinching, you are truly too suited for our Royal Gambler's Den.
Stop your damn nonsense. I didn't come here to join you. I came here to make you pay the price.
The film was translated
Then we shall see.
and narrated by M Media.
This round, I demand a card change. Check the cards. Because you cheated.
You discovered me. Mr. Liu, you also know the rules of our Royal Gambler's Den. Cheating isn't something you can just say. You must expose my technique.
You tampered with the cards. You added many tiny particles, so that every card makes a different sound when dealt. Therefore, you could use sound to identify my whole card. Afterward, I deliberately created noise, and you were left completely blind. Precisely because you couldn't hear the sound of the cards being dealt. You couldn't determine my whole card.
Royal Gambler's Den rules. if a cheating technique is exposed by the opponent afterward, since it wasn't caught in the act, no compensation is made. It is only tacitly agreed that this method cannot be used again. Mr. Liu, you requested a card check and a card change. After both parties confirm there are no issues, the game continues.
You go first. What's wrong? No more tricks.
No need. Even if I can't see through your whole card, I can still see through your thoughts.
See-through thoughts? How is that possible?
You really believe that, kid? What he means by saying that is clearly telling us that he is about to use a new cheating technique.
If you won't play tricks, I will.
A card sharp of his caliber should be disdainful of showing off techniques. What exactly does he want to do?
Regardless of whether you can see through my whole card or see through my thoughts. Next, I will make you lose completely and willingly accept it.
Fine. Deal the cards.
$3 million.
I didn't expect a master cheater like you would resort to bluffing. But I won't fall for that. I call your 3 million.
Are you sure you want to call? Now it's 6 million. If you lose, it means 2 fingers.
I already said, I can see through your thoughts. You want to bluff. Trying to use trash talk to make me back down. Dream on. I call 3 million. The heartbeat is indeed faster. Even if on the surface, no expression, pupils dilating, and accelerated heartbeat, these physiological reactions, he absolutely cannot conceal. This hand, he definitely intended to bluff.
Then let's show the cards.
Show cards? Are you sure?
I have 3 queens. What is there to be unsure about?
How is this possible?
I already said I was going to pull a stunt, a master cheater of my caliber. As long as I touch the cards, isn't it true that whatever card I want, I get that card?
No, no. Wrong. You clearly intended to bluff. You definitely switched cards. I demand a body search.
I'm truly being falsely accused. I was dealt a good hand. My heart was pounding rapidly. I was even afraid that you, seeing my reaction, would make it necessary for me to bluff.
This is impossible. How could that be? This is impossible.
What kind of bullshit mind reading is this? I never believed in these things. Your so-called mind reading. Is it observing whether my pupils dilated or if my heart rate accelerated? This kind of tactic, I used it 20 years ago. A person's expression and movements can be controlled. But heart rate and pupils, these are physiological reactions. Ordinary people cannot control them. As long as one observes carefully, one can determine the opponent's hand, whether it is strong or weak. Is that right?
Then what was your reaction just now?
Did you think that a master cheater of my caliber, upon seeing such a strong hand, would no longer react? I deliberately loosened my control over myself, allowing myself to display a novice's reaction. It was precisely to mislead you, making you believe I was bluffing.
How could that be? How is this possible? We only finished switching cards, and only the first round has been played. How could you so quickly? Think of a countermeasure.
It was right when you just said you could read my mind that I decided to use this method against you. No matter what tactic you use, you can only deduce my physiological reactions to infer my thoughts. As long as I manipulate this point, that is sufficient.
Impressive. You are truly skilled. So what? I already know now, your deception. However, I still have various tactics. I still have the advantage.
No rush. First, cash out what you lost.
Alright, excellent. This time, let you also taste.
You dare pull a trick in front of Zhaoqian. This is the consequence. Your hand is broken, right? Why the smugness? It's only 2 fingers. We have time. Let's take our time playing.
No. Not anymore.
What did you say?
A person's tolerance for pain is limited. Once that limit is exceeded, the brain shuts down.
So what?
Look at how you were just now, and your current state. If I just make you lose 3 more fingers all at once, you will definitely pass out. Therefore, you don't have time to enjoy the game.
Who are you looking down on?
Aren't you in so much pain right now that both your legs are shaking?
The film was
Can you handle it?
translated
Don't you
and
know yourself?
narrated by Media.
These chips now are useless. Let's stop beating around the bush. From now on, we will use fingers as stakes.
Are you insane?
When I lost my first finger to you, I already told you to eradicate you all for the blood feud of that year. I can bet everything. What's wrong? Are you scared? Then just admit defeat. Anyway, I don't care.
You were just using my provocation tactic against me. Why should I be forced to play with you?
You now represent Royal Gambler's Den. Don't you dare haggle and make a spectacle of yourself here. Remember our Royal Gambler's Den rules. Accept the bet. Accept defeat.
Fine. At worst, I just lose. I accept.
Son, find a first aid kit. Help me bandage this up. Do you still know how to use it?
Of course I do. I studied surgical first aid for so many years. How could I forget?
Why don't you bandage yours too?
Do you think I need it?
Dad, wait a moment. You have a comminuted fracture here. This can't be bandaged properly right away.
Find a stool and sit down nearby.
According to the result discussed by the 2 of you just now, currently 1 finger serves as 1 stake until one side loses all their stakes, or until one side can no longer endure the intense pain and passes out. Please continue, gentlemen.
Relying solely on gambling skills, I definitely cannot win against him. What should I do? Quickly think of a way. That's right. His expressions and movements can mislead me, but his son cannot. Liu Wenji is too foolish. He absolutely cannot use expressions to deceive me. Yes, that's the expression. Previously, at the casino, when I dragged him into this, every time he saw a big card, he made this exact expression. Now the only question is how strong his hand really is.
I bet 2 fingers this round.
Very strong. His hand this round is definitely very strong. Could it be 3 aces? He previously used shuffling techniques to get a set of trips. He definitely has a way to make himself get another set of trips. And the expression on his son's face. Wait a minute. Why did he insist on having his son sit next to him? He previously had his hand soaked in the ice bucket for so long, but didn't let his son come up and bandage it. Why did he specifically choose this moment? Could it be that he deliberately wanted me to look at his son's expression? Just like the last round. Pretending to bluff. Luring me into misjudging. I call
with 2 more fingers. The inner thoughts of certain people, they are quite loud. I'm sitting so far away, yet I can hear everything clearly. What should I do? What hand does he actually have? Is it trips or a bluff? Your current expression is as if you wrote all these words right on your face. Isn't this the kind of game your royal gambler's den likes to play the most? Everything is uncertain. Winning or losing is entirely up to fate. Currently on the gambling table, there are 6 fingers. If you call,
Film was translated
I will definitely
and
show your hand.
narrated by M.
If you lose 8 fingers. You have already lost 2 fingers. That makes 10 fingers in total. Have you decided? Call or fold?
I fold.
So you had 3 kings. What a pity. It's a pity that my smallest hand on the table can only beat 3 aces, but cannot beat your 3 kings.
With such a terrible hand, why did you put on that expression?
I saw this hand was truly too small. It could only win against 3 aces. I thought my dad was going to lose again. I apologize.
If you want to blame someone, blame yourself. Your paranoia is too severe. The only time when winning against your hand, was it trips? Yet you thought I was bluffing. So in the next round, you must focus on this point.
At that time, you already thought of using this trick.
Exactly. I deliberately kept my son by my side, precisely so that you would see the different expressions on our faces, to confuse you, making it impossible for you to figure out whether we were bluffing or had a guaranteed win.
Truly worthy of being the king of gamblers back then, whether it's gambling skill or swindling technique. Even the grasp of human nature is breathtaking.
I won. You should give me what I want.
Don't rush, Mr. Liu. The real show hasn't started yet.
The film was translated and narrated by M.
Stop.
Media.
Nobody move. You are surrounded.
I thought I would have to wait a while. I didn't expect this police officer to move so fast.
You knew all along.
This righteousness about you cannot be hidden. I could tell at a glance.
I already said that.
Illegal gambling. Illegal detention and bodily harm. I'm officially arresting you now. You just wait. Until you rot in prison.
You should say that to him. Today's gambling session, whether the participant or the host, was not me. I was just an observer.
You are still trying to argue.
Whether under Daxia's or Australia's law, any single statute, I have not violated. At most, you can detain me for 24 hours, and then you must release me.
You are dreaming. I personally witnessed the entire gambling session. You still want to.
Moreover, you still have a reason why you cannot arrest me.
Then I'd like to hear it. What other reason could you possibly have?
I want to turn state's evidence.
You.
I will act as your inside man against the Royal Gambler's Den. Helping you find my boss. All your operations. I will cooperate with.
Australian police.
You still have something you haven't told me.
I can only tell you how she died. As for why she suffered this crime, and who did it, you will have to wait until you meet our boss to discuss.
I knew it. What do you know then? Just tell me.
3 gunshot wounds. The right shoulder, left leg, the left waist, causing her to lose too much blood. This is only one part of it. Then there was the beating with clubs. All 4 limbs were broken, causing her to lose all ability to move. Finally, a knife plunged into her heart.
Enough. I will make you. One by one. I'll pay the price.
Every wrong has its perpetrator, every debt its debtor. Her death has nothing to do with me. Back then, I was just a little kid in split pants.
It's not just me. And it's not just Ziwu. Over the years, how many people have you harmed, ruining families and causing death? You must be punished.
Calm down. Don't let her influence you.
Mr. Liu, has anyone ever told you? That look of yours, that murderous look, is incredibly manly.
Shut up. Step back.
I've changed my mind. I must have a proper gamble. With you?
It doesn't matter. No matter how many people your Royal Gambler's Den sentence, I will eliminate you. One by one.
I hope you don't go back on your word. The result of your discussion upstairs must be ready now, right?
You are very smart. But what I dislike the most is this type of clever criminal. You are all too cunning.
Watch your language. Whether it's the law of Australia or that of Daxia, you have no evidence to prove that I'm a criminal.
That is exactly what I dislike most about you. You are even clever enough to exploit legal loopholes.
I'll take that as a compliment.
We can allow you to become a cooperating witness, but there are conditions.
Of course. I also have conditions.
You go ahead.
Before I meet my boss, I want all of you to gamble with me.
International waters.
To be honest, I'm still a little excited right now.
I don't really want to ask, but I have to. What do you want to play?
As for me, the thing I hate gambling on most is money. Gambling with lives is much more interesting. Everyone here must have had a few late-night snacks and played a few rounds of Liar's Dice, right? Five dice per person. Bids are called based on quantity and face value. For example, if you have 3 5s, you call 3 5s. Among them, ones can be any number. This is called flying. When someone makes a pure call, ones cannot be wild, unless you double the bid and call flying. When someone calls a bid of ones, ones cannot be wild either. It's very simple, isn't it?
What exactly do you want?
My game is called Liar's Roulette.
You truly are a lunatic.
The rules are simple. In the gun, there is only one
Film
bullet.
was translated and
Open
narrated by M.
means
Media.
one shot. Split means 2 shots. Reverse split, and so on. Do you understand?
3 days ago.
Blank rounds. It's rare that you could come up with such an entertaining gamble. Why not use live ammunition?
Ending it with 1 shot takes all the fun out of it. The bizarre expressions made by people under the torment of fear and sorrow. Before the shot is fired, all kinds of strange expressions. That is the most entertaining thing.
Truly, my good daughter. We'll proceed as you suggested. Remember, don't mess up old Liu too badly. I, your father, still need to properly catch up with him.
Yes, father. One more thing. As for this gun, you don't have to fire it yourselves,
What do you mean?
no matter who loses. The person on everyone's left, the upstream player, is responsible for firing the shot.
The upstream player on the left. What is the meaning of this?
There is definitely a point. The downstream player of some people is their own biological father, while the downstream player of others is a person responsible for protecting them, a state official. The downstream player of some people is within the scope of their duties, a citizen who needs protection. And some people don't even have the courage to kill. Since you all boarded the ship, I know you definitely have this determination. You can pull the trigger on yourselves. But what about others? That is not certain.
You haven't said yet. How the winner and loser are determined.
Dad, a game this deadly. Why should we play it with her?
She agreed to our terms. We naturally must also agree to hers.
Winning and losing is simple. The gun fires. Eliminated. If all of you are eliminated, I win. If I'm the only one eliminated, naturally I lose.
Why don't you just wipe us all out now?
Playing these games. What kind of skill is that? You think tormenting people is fun, right?
Don't panic. Just play according to the usual rules. I have a way to deal with her.
Since that is the case, let's not waste any more time. Let's start immediately. Please roll your dice. Five people present. That means 5 ones, 6 non-ones, 7 wilds. I'll call first. 5 ones.
You didn't even look at your dice. You. Then, I'll raise it by 1.
Don't.
Challenge.
What? You.
I challenge you. Li Wenji. Will you accept it or not? If you accept, it means 2 shots. If you don't accept, it means 1 shot. Will you accept it?
I'll take it for him.
Mr. Liu, it took me great effort to gather you all here. This is not for you alone, to bear the burden.
I accept. I only have 1. Open.
I only have 1 too. Exactly 4. Then your win or loss depends on whether your good uncle gives you this respect.
Don't open.
Uncle. It's nothing. Go ahead.
I can't open them.
Uncle. Go ahead. It's nothing.
Not a single one.
Wenji. Uncle, I'm sorry.
It's nothing. It was just 2 shots. Take action.
No.
That was hilarious.
The film was
Your expressions just
translated
now
and
were all
narrated
hilarious.
by M Media.
Li Wenji, you call first next round. What do you think, Mr. Liu? This gambling round 1 arranged? Are you satisfied?
Wenji. If you just honestly call according to the count. Those 2 shots. I will definitely help you settle that score.
Even if you can hear the dice. Even if your cheating skills are exceptional. That only works for yourself. These family members and friends of yours. Are you sure you can protect them?
Since I dared to accept your gambling challenge, I have the ability to protect everyone. That was just an accident earlier.
I certainly hope what you said is the truth. But before that, you must first persuade him. Don't, I haven't had enough fun yet. Yet he has already scared himself to death.
No. I've figured it out. There is nothing to fear about death. Even if I die, I won't let you have the satisfaction.
Li Wenji, if you had been like this earlier, wouldn't that have been better? Maybe I might actually have fallen for you.
Seven sixes.
7 6s. Tear.
You're insane. 6 ones weren't enough last round, and this round you actually call. 7 sixes pure.
I called that for you to hear. Aren't you going to call?
Since Mr. Liu has said so much, if I don't call challenge, wouldn't that ruin the atmosphere?
Counter challenge. Do you accept?
Of course I accept.
No need to open them. 5 6s, Yahtzee. According to Liar's Roulette rules, it counts as 7. I am enough alone.
Mr. Liu, I know you are currently under immense pressure, but starting now to resort to tricks, isn't that a bit premature?
If I don't act now, all of us will die by your hand. You call this premature?
Of course not. Mr. Liu, I greatly admire your decisiveness. But your brother-in-law, I'm afraid doesn't possess your guts. Fire 3 shots in a row. Mr. Lin, please proceed. Are you really this gutless? I almost just now killed your nephew myself. The chance to take revenge is right in front of you, yet you don't even have the courage to shoot. None at all. Let me tell you what courage truly is. Courage is remaining calm, even when Mount Tai collapses before you.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Courage is maintaining absolute grace in the face of pressure. This is what I call courage. How about that? Fun, isn't it?
Yu Qian wasn't wrong. You truly are a pure lunatic.
You don't know what environment I grew up in. Of course you can't understand me. We both share the surname Lei. But the childhoods of us two, we're worlds apart.
Enough. I don't have time to listen to your complaints. This round isn't over yet. Continue.
This round I call 6 sixes. Pure.
If I recall correctly, the previous caller called pure. I only need to double the call to make it revert back to any number. Right?
Correct.
Then I call 12 sixes.
13 sixes.
Dad,
Li Wenji. I'm glad you managed to be a little tougher today. But you always mean well and mess things up. Challenge both parties.
On what grounds? You called a pure 6. I called a pure 6. Both you and I have 6s. Why are you challenging both parties?
Who told you I have 6s?
you made a fake call. That is a violation.
And who told you? I made a fake call? Mr. Liu. Listening to the dice is effortless for you. I presume my dice count is clearest to you. Did I make a fake call?
There is still 1 6. That doesn't count as a fake call.
Do you know why? Right after you made your call, your father immediately added 1? He knows the dice count of everyone here. So, he knew. 6s definitely wouldn't reach 12. He knew I would definitely challenge. That's why he immediately added 1. He wanted to draw the fire onto himself, but even he didn't expect that I would challenge both parties, did he? This fire, he can't stop it even if he tries.
Enough. We are not subject to it.
No problem. Then 1 shot.
Wait a moment. I'll take this shot for Wenji.
A scene of father and son facing the gun is my favorite. Come on.
Wenji. Raise the gun.
Dad,
Raise the gun. Don't cry, son. I was wrong. I shouldn't have held on to resentment over your mother's death all those years ago, involving you and your uncle in this matter.
Dad, don't say that. We were wrong. Dad, I apologize to you.
I was wrong. I shouldn't have let you face this. Son, promise me, never gamble again in the future.
Dad,
Wenji, raise the gun. Raise it.
What great fatherly love. Li Wenji, I truly envy you for having such a good father. But such a good father is about to die by your hand. Li Wenji, it is truly a shame.
Shut up.
Wenji. The bullet. The probability of the gun firing is only 1/6. Your father still has a chance. Shoot.
1/6. Li Wenji, you have a 1/6 chance to personally commit patricide But don't be afraid. This is international waters. Even if the gun fires, you won't have to go to jail.
The film was translated and narrated by
Shoot.
Media.
Nobody move. When I'm having fun, no one is allowed to mess with me. This is too exciting. This is too fun.
You crazy woman. Do you dare to let me go?
Mr. Lin, relax. You are not out of the game yet. There will be plenty of chances to get back at me. No need to rush this moment. I will reiterate once more. During the gambling session, nobody is to mess things up for me. Otherwise, I will prematurely execute them. Do you understand? Understood. Then continue.
Wait a moment. The gun fired just now. Wenji should be ruled out of the game.
Mr. Liu, you certainly know how to exploit loopholes.
This rule. You stated yourself just now. You wouldn't go back on your word, would you?
Of course not. I just think it's a bit of a shame. Please proceed. Fine, this way. The matter of the blank round won't be discovered. And it saves me the trouble of fabricating a reason, claiming the bullet was flawed. The game can still continue. Continue. Now there are only 4 of us. That means there are 20 dice. Then I call 6. 6 5s. Fly. The gunshot just now rang right next to Mr. Liu's ear. Presumably, Mr. Liu now is suffering from severe tinnitus. He won't be able to distinguish our dice rolls for a while.
Something is wrong. That gunshot just now did not sound like a live round. Isn't this exactly the rhythm that your Royal Gambler's Den favors the most? Winning or losing is entirely left to fate.
Hearing Mr. Liu's implication, he intends to challenge my call.
Challenge.
Counter-challenge. I called fly, which also counts as a 5. 6 out of 20 dice. I don't believe it. My luck is just this bad. Even if it's a single roll, I'm still willing to bet with Mr. Liu to take a chance.
Then you bet wrong. I have a straight. According to the rules, none of my pips count.
I got too carried away. I actually forgot
The film was
the most important point.
translated and narrated
Although
by
Mr. Liu has
Media.
tinnitus and cannot hear the dice pips, his technique for shaking the dice is still present.
This round, luck is not on your side. I only have 1 5.
Don't move. I didn't expect my luck to really be this bad. 20 dice. Even ones count as 5s. Yet, I could only gather 5 5s. I accept the previous 3 shots. But I personally hate nothing more than people who don't follow the rules. So for the last shot, I must settle the score.
Uncle,
Stop arguing. I didn't hit him. Your brother-in-law fainted from fright. Since Mr. Lin has already fainted. Only the three of us remain. Let the game continue. You sneaking around. What are you thinking?
If I haven't guessed wrong. Your gun contains blank rounds. During the first shot, I thought I was too close and misheard. It wasn't until your last two shots that I completely confirmed it.
A total of 3 times. There was only the sound of the gun firing. There was no sound of anything being struck by a bullet. All your bullets are blank rounds.
Twice in a row. You fired 3 consecutive shots. On your face, there was no change in emotion. So all along, you were cheating.
The term cheating is a bit harsh, isn't it? I prefer the term used by you, professional swindlers. This is called trickery.
Then this counts as being caught cheating, doesn't it? According to the rules of your Royal Gambler's Den, what should be done?
Of course I can switch back to live rounds. But do you dare?
I thought just now they were live rounds. Did you see me flinch?
Don't fall into her trap. Just keep using blank rounds. This way, even if the gun fires, you are only eliminated. You won't lose your life.
Trust me. She can't win now.
Mr. Liu, this confident demeanor is truly captivating. Then, as you wish, we will use live ammunition for 1 round.
All right. I'll call first. $15 dice among 3 players. I call. 7 sixes.
7 sixes. Then, I'll add 1.
I know you can also hear the dice. The scores of everyone here are perfectly clear to you.
So what?
That means you are bound to lose. No matter if you reveal it or call out another score. You lose either way. When comparing gambling skills, you simply cannot beat me. Even if this gamble continues, you can no longer win.
I was too ignorant. I didn't know my place. But to lose to Mr. Liu, I'm honored. I admit defeat. Just as Mr. Liu said, I no longer have a chance to win. Please shoot.
One last question.
Please ask.
Wenji said, you were pregnant with his child. Is this true or false?
It's true.
All right. I know now.
Dad!
The gun fired. You are out. For my son. I can let go of anything. The matter between you two. Resolve it yourselves.
Zhao Qian, wait for me.
You told me so many lies. Yet the one thing I hoped most was a lie. You didn't lie to me about.
Li Wenji, I truly envy you for having such a good father.
Their gazes are so strange.
Yes, it's like looking at the animals in a zoo, like monkeys. But we don't look like that. This.
All the spectators present are worldwide top billionaires. Point to any one of them, and you can, on the Forbes list, find their name.
It's not surprising. Most rich people like seeking thrills.
Don't forget what you promised us.
Don't worry, I have already arranged everything. Just wait for my signal.
Lee Halin, the father of Liu.
Lee Halin. It's you.
Old friend. We haven't seen each other in ages. Almost. 20 years, perhaps.
You have some nerve. The matter of you killing my senior brother back then. I haven't settled the score with you yet. And yet here you are, daring to appear before me.
You really like joking? You were the one who came looking for me. How did that turn into me appearing before you? What did you mean just now? Haven't you always wanted to know who killed your wife? Just ask me.
Dad!
Don't be rash, don't be rash. It's rare for old
The
friends to
film was
reunite.
translated and
It seems you were very
narrated by
excited.
a media.
My wife's death. You did it.
Yes. Not exactly. My dear daughter. You explain it to him.
I have already told Mr. Liu about it. The ones who killed Mrs. Lin Wu back then were 3 people. And my father was just the one who fired the gun.
Father, are you saying your dad is the Royal Gambler's Den's mastermind? Back then, he was the one who murdered my mother.
This must be my good son-in-law. My name is Lee Haolin. Let's not be strangers. Just call me Daddy, and that's fine.
I only have one father.
Young people nowadays are truly heartless and ungrateful. You got my daughter pregnant, and now you want to deny responsibility. I won't allow that. Old Liu, aren't you going to say something? We are in-laws now.
Enough, you don't need to try and cozy up to me. I can't believe you disappeared for so many years and actually joined the Royal Gambler's Den and climbed to your current position.
You hid so well all these years. If I hadn't climbed to this position, how could I have dragged you out?
What exactly do you want?
Isn't it obvious? I called a few friends to come back and gather. It's just to put on a show for everyone present here.
Tell me, how do you want to play this?
Don't rush. These empty seats, you see them, right? Aren't you curious who they belong to?
Not interested.
You're such a buzzkill. Call them all up here. Old Liu. Over 20 years since we last met. Seeing us. Aren't you going to say hello?
Zhao Tianchen, an old friend of Liu Chen.
Why are you here?
Don't blame me. I'm just like you. I was also forced onto this ship. I've been wronged.
Sung Yue, an old friend of Liu Chen.
I've been working abroad this whole time. Who knew I'd get caught here and be directly dragged onto the ship?
Fine. I dragged you all into this.
Dragged into this? Saying that now is probably a bit too soon. It's rare for old friends to reunite. Let's play something festive. Bullfight. How about it?
Too soon? What does that sentence mean?
Just the literal meaning. The 3 people who killed your wife back then. I fired the gun. Take a guess. Who swung the club? Who wielded the knife?
Calm down, Dad.
Calm down, calm down.
Dad. Trap. He did it on purpose. Calm down.
You know my personality. You took one of my eyes. There's no way I would just let you off easily.
Jatianshan. Back then, I only wanted one of your eyes, to make you quit the basketball scene. It was to protect you. If it weren't for me, you would be blind now. And you. Back when I was at the casino, I saved your life. Is this how you repay me?
Did I ask you to save me? I was already planning to deliberately lose myself, to save my sister. But you just had to butt in like a meddling do-gooder. My sister back then was taken by human traffickers, and was left as just an empty shell. Do you think I would thank you?
Then why didn't you say anything?
I'm Southeast Asian. At that time, we didn't share a language. You only saw me as a hopeless gambler. I wanted to go back, but you beat me until I was battered and bruised. Did you ever give me a chance? Exactly. Now this is interesting. We need this kind of bitter enmity. Then this gamble will be exciting.
Good. I'm just a meddling do-gooder. I will gamble my life with you.
That's the sentence I was waiting for. Since we want to make this a festive game, it must be fiery and intense. Do you know how much blood a person must lose before they die? My good son-in-law, I heard you studied medicine. Why don't you tell us?
If the human body loses blood exceeding 20%, which is 1,000 milliliters, it will lead to shock. 30%, 1,500 milliliters, will be life-threatening. 40% or more, 2,000 milliliters, will certainly result in death.
Then for the few of us, let each person use 2,000 milliliters as stakes. 100 milliliters will be wagered. If you lose, we draw it out. If you win, we send it back in. Whoever loses, dies. Fun, isn't it?
Fine by me. I'll play with you.
Good. Excellent. I almost forgot. Our Royal Gambler's Den's favorite anti-cheating measure. Did you see the box next to you? This is high-tech. As long as this box determines that someone presents successfully cheated, except for the person caught, the boxes of everyone else will automatically unlock. There are 2 more rules. In every gun, there is only 1 bullet. This bullet can only be used off the person caught cheating. What do you mean by that? The meaning is simple. It means if he catches you cheating, pulls out a gun, ignores you, but wants to kill me instead. Catching me cheating.
The film was translated and narrated
A pipe
by
dream.
Then what if I insist on killing you?
Then it depends on whether you are faster. Or if they are faster. These gunmen of mine were hired at a great cost and trained. Then why is there only 1 bullet? Why is that? Everyone present only gets 1 chance to call out cheating. If we can only call it out once, then we must consider carefully. This opportunity must be used on whom? Correct. The rules are that simple. Let's begin.
Begin.
I will be the dealer for the first hand. After one deck is dealt, it will be the next dealer's turn. That is to say, we switch after 2 rounds. Next player speaks.
$100
200.
No bull. Folded.
It seems like the hands aren't very good. Then I'll double it. I bet 400 milliliters. Bull 9. That hand isn't enough, is it? Bull 9 still can't beat you, the dealer. No choice. Good luck. The very first round is a full bowl. Damn it, this is truly terrible luck. It doesn't seem so scary anymore. My head isn't spinning and my eyes aren't blurry.
According to your body weight, if you lose another 200 milliliters next hand, you will start to feel dizzy, and your heart rate will accelerate.
I heard. You were forced to expose your identity. Because of this foolish son. You are truly wronged.
Lee Halen brought you back. Just to force me into this deadly gamble. That is what I call being wronged.
Full bull.
The luck this hand was a bit poor. Bull 9. Which of you still has a full bowl? Will this ever end? You cheated and controlled the cards right from the start. You calculated that we wouldn't dare call out cheating. Is that so? Of course. I know that you and Sun Yue, this guy, want to kill Liu Qian the most. If you call out cheating, you will absolutely only accuse him alone. So you plan to keep winning like this until we lose too much luck, become dizzy and blurry-eyed, and can no longer cheat? Exactly. I will use the 2 of you to restrain him, making him afraid to cheat easily.
In this world, besides me and my deceased wife, you 3 are indeed the ones who understand my cheating methods best.
Then do you know why, back then, I wanted to kill you, my wife? Back then, I set a trap for her to gamble her life against mine. She won.
Then why did you?
She won against me. Yet she showed great mercy and let me go. She didn't even take the stakes, not a single penny. She just turned around and left.
I know why now.
She was insulting me. I'm the king of gamblers in Landau, one of the best cheaters there is. I lost a life or death gamble. And she actually treated me like a dog and let me go.
That was my mother sparing your life. Not only are you ungrateful, but you repay kindness with malice.
Bastard. Both you and your daughter are lunatics. What are you looking at? I'm talking about you, you little bastard. Besides gambling, I can give up anything else. Anything placed on the gambling table. No one should ever think of giving back to me. Therefore, your wife deserved to die.
Are you done with your nonsense?
My apologies. I got a little too excited. I made a spectacle of myself.
Indeed, your calculation was excellent. Using these two people to restrain me. It can be said that this round, you are guaranteed to win.
That's strange. Being praised by you. I surprisingly don't feel even a little bit excited.
But the prerequisite is that these two fools can truly discern my cheating technique.
In front of us. Stop boasting. I'm your disciple whom you taught your technique. How could I not see through it? When I took you in back then, I just made one strategic mistake. Where do you get the nerve to say that?
In this world, besides my wife, no one knows all my cheating methods.
Just as I finish dealing this hand, I'll show you a thing or two. This is your
The
cheating
film was
technique.
translated and narrated
You aren't
by
trying to say.
Media.
This is called returning to original simplicity, are you?
If you think my shuffling technique is substandard, doesn't that precisely prove that I succeeded in cheating?
I'll speak first. This hand is pretty good. I bet 800 milliliters. I'm big. So naturally I have a bit more blood. I'll bet a little more. Nothing wrong with that, right?
I won't blindly get involved. I'll just bet 100 milliliters.
Such a good hand. I don't even know how to make it lose. I bet 600. Then I'll bet 1,000. The total on the table is already 2,500 milliliters. If your dad loses this, he won't be drained into a dried fish, will he? This.
It's not yet time to act. We must think of a way.
No. I believe in my dad. He can definitely do it.
The stakes are so high this round. Let's not go through everyone's hand, looking at them. How about the dealer just reveals the cards directly? A straight. Not even a bowl. I have a full bowl. What are you going to play against me with? Liu Qian, you disappoint me greatly. I thought you had some skill. Finished after just one hand.
Something seems off.
What the hell? How are all these hands the same? Quite skillful. Worthy of being called the former king of gamblers. For full bowls. Kid, your father is done for.
This isn't right. How can this be such a coincidence? All four players have the biggest hands, and the card patterns are all identical.
I knew it. Before, when I played with Dad, playing blackjack. He also dealt everyone big hands. But in the end, he himself had the biggest hand of all, sweeping the entire table. It must be the same this time.
There is still the biggest hand. Looking at this hand type, could it be?
The 5 small? 5 cards added together, totaling less than 10 points. The biggest hand type in bullfight.
Deliberately dealing us big hands. So it was to lure us into placing heavy bets.
I truly understand you too well. You are all the purest gamblers. Even if you realize that your hands are slightly off, you still gamble recklessly. This is the thrill you crave. But today, You met me. The entire table. I'm the biggest. You guys are truly quite tough. An ordinary person losing this much blood would already be in shock.
Why are you boasting? I'll be the dealer next round. I will immediately win back my losses.
The cards have already passed through my hands. It is impossible for you to win.
So many years have passed. And you still like boasting.
Whether I'm boasting or not, you should be aware.
I have bet my life. Will I still be scared by your few words?
You have already lost more than 20% of your blood. Even if you don't go into shock, it will be difficult for you to perform precise cheating maneuvers. Now, besides me and Liu, everyone present cannot possibly cheat.
I will cheat right now to show you. 4 pairs. If you catch me cheating, you won't have the chance to catch anyone else. Do you dare? What madness is this? Zhao Tianshan. Have you forgotten? We, the Imperial Casino, hate cheaters the most. Didn't you agree to deal with him together? You vile woman, you ruined me. I'll strangle you. Drag them away. The audience is here to watch us gamble our lives.
The film was
Therefore,
translated and narrated
do not try to
by
use
M Media.
any means necessary.
Alright, the dealer is gone now. Next one's turn.
No problem. It's my turn to be the dealer this round. Now that things have come to this, I have no choice but to act.
Full bull again? Is it just good luck? Or did she intentionally deal it to me? Right now, she and Liu Qian have lost less, only having drawn a few hundred milliliters of blood. That shouldn't prevent her from cheating. I see now. She intends to use this opportunity to balance out some of the blood lost by me and her father, and then take down Liu Qian together. 1,200 milliliters. She wants me to bet less and only win back a portion. I insist on winning it all back in one go. This round, I bet 1,000 milliliters.
You're crazy, betting so much. If you lose, you will die instantly.
We're gambling with our lives anyway. Rather than suffering slowly, I'd rather settle life and death in one hand. Win. And I'll recover the blood I lost. Lose. And the worst that happens is death, that's all. This is true gambling.
What a pity. You bet wrong. Back then, you overestimated yourself. and went to the casino to die. That was a mistake. Today, you trusted to lunatics again. That is also a mistake.
This round, I won't blindly follow. I'll place the minimum bet. 100 milliliters. Just for show. What do you mean? What else could I mean? Is that not allowed?
I'll also place the minimum bet.
I guessed you would be greedy, wanting to win all your blood back at once. You didn't really think. Are you and I on the same side? I don't help anyone. 5-flower bowl. It's slightly better than your full bowl. My apologies.
Damn it. So you played us all.
You and Zhao Tianshen both got one thing wrong. I and you all have never been on the same side.
Drag them away.
2 people are missing. My turn as dealer. Seems like it can last one more round.
Your father lost 1,300 milliliters of blood. Are you trying to lose to more rounds? To help him balance it out a bit.
Mr. Liu, some things once exposed lose their appeal.
Finally, it's time for you and me to settle this life and death matter.
Yes. This blood feud. It is time to end it.
So who do you think will win?
To be honest, I don't know.
The arrogant king of gamblers also has moments of uncertainty.
The outcome of this gamble is not decided by me. The winner between the two of us depends on her. I'm cheating publicly now. What do you think? Who should draw the gun now? That bullet of yours has already been used up, and now I have vocally cheated. So now, the only one who can draw the gun is your daughter.
Liu Qian. Even if you know, you cannot win. You don't need to rush to your death, do you?
The film was translated and narrated by
Who said this bullet was meant for me?
She is my daughter. Could it be that she would stand with you? What are you doing?
I already said just now. I'm not helping anyone.
Then what are you doing now?
I'm helping myself. I don't want my child to be like me in the future, having to learn from childhood, lies and deceit. Even having to put human lives up for comparison in the casino.
Fine. I take back what I said before. How could I raise something like you? You truly disappoint me too much.
It is precisely this attitude of yours that caused your daughter to turn against you at the crucial moment.
So what? Do you think her gun is faster? Or the guns of my subordinates?
I'd like to see who dares to shoot.
I didn't gamble. I didn't gamble. This is international waters. Even if you bring people in, you have no way to arrest me.
This is not international waters. Before this gambling session began, I had already instructed the captain to sail the ship back into Doxia territorial waters. In your name,
You. I painstakingly raised you. Trained you to become a top-tier cheat. And you actually went and became a spy for them?
at first, I wasn't sure whether or not to cooperate with them,
Then why did you do this?
because during the Liar's Roulette game, I saw the deep affection between the father and son. I also know that only by entrusting the child to them will they have a better future.
You vile woman.
For the sake of the child, I can give up everything.
One year later.
I already told you, don't bring the child to see me. I don't look very good right now.
This is the last time. To let you see him one last time. This way, when you serve your sentence, you'll at least have something to think about, and can reform well.
Good.
I need you to sign an agreement. Leaving your son with me. I will raise him until he grows up.
Good. This is the best place for
The
him.
film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Li Wenji. Thank you.
And thank you, too, for making the right choice.
Stay away from gambling.
Have a seat. Where is your son? Didn't you bring him?
It's noisy here. I was afraid he'd be scared, so I let his uncle look after him for a while first.
Being a single father isn't easy, is it? In the future, you absolutely must not let him learn to gamble like you did.
My father was able to raise me, and I will definitely raise my son properly until he becomes an adult. As for gambling, in this lifetime, I will never touch it again, nor will I let anyone around me touch it again.
I came here today, not for anything else, but to use my own personal experience to warn everyone. All gambling is fraud. Not gambling is winning.